Hello, hello, hello. Earth to chat. Do you read? Yay, I am back. Good to see you, Spas, and good to see you, Val. Welcome in. I'm sorry about that. My power went out. Hi, I am back. That's okay. I lost a little bit of progress in the world. And by a little bit, I mean like 5 minutes. As in, I was not set up. The raid hasn't started yet, and I was flying back. So that's okay. Should have plugged into the battery, his car battery. Yeah, that wouldn't have the stream still would have gone down. But like it would have taken a lot less time for me to get back, I guess. I really should buy an uninterruptible power supply now that I have money. I think that's a worthwhile investment for me. Senos, you probably have a UPS that you recommend. Now that I have a job and can like spend money on things that are important, I should 100% spend money on an uninterruptible power supply. Thankfully, this won't throw... The YouTube watchers will be confused, but they won't be if they watch... How much is that? I wouldn't be... I think it's a couple $100. The good ones, anyway. Uninterruptible power supply. Let's just see... Amazon. The one that I clicked on... $83, $199, $239. I don't need the super expensive one. I just need 12 outlets, 850 volt VA. I assume that means like volts out. I would need enough to power the computer. Right, because the issue is I have to have enough to power my power supply. It's like a one-time thing. Yeah. No, it's just it's just like a thing, right? And seeing as I spend so much time on the computer, it would be completely worthwhile, in my opinion. I don't know the wattage of my computer. I would get one, but the rack mount ones are expensive. Thankfully, I do have my computer plugged into a surge protected power strip, so like I'm okay that way, right? Battery plugs into wall, all PC stuff plugs into battery, right. Let's look in settings. Sorry, we're not jumping into Minecraft right away. System, let's see. Systems about. Here we go. I have no idea about my power supply. Can you find out your power supply? Okay. Grace. Advanced system settings. Hardware. Because like I would love to know how many watts. I guess watts is a power per time. I have no idea what 720 or 850 VA. Oh, 510 watts. There we go. I think this pulls more than... You don't like nights? It's funny. But like, this is something that I should invest in now. I just want to know how much wattage my computer pulls, so I can make sure that I don't buy an underpowered, right? An underpowered thing. Let's Google how to find out how many What's your computer pulls? Use a multimeter. Two streams in one day. Could A refer to amperage? No. No, because 850 volt, well, 850 volt amps? Actually, you might be onto something. Because volts are... Yeah, you're right. Except, well, because volts are watts per amp, right? The problem then becomes, if it's 850 volt amps, and volts are watts divided by amps, then that means that the amount of volt amps and the amount of watts should be the same. Except 850 volt amps and 510 watts are not the same number. 1500 volt amp is 900 watt. Okay, so there's some weird unit conversions going on there, but it is the same thing. Yeah, I guess I do have to keep in mind the monitors and all that, right? All right, I will spend more time looking into this, but this is something that I should, because that way I at least have enough time to save and quit Minecraft. You're like, it's just a game. Bro, I've spent 3,000 hours. I don't want to lose my entire hard drive, right? Like, it's enough time that theoretically I could get it onto a USB thumb drive or, you know, back it up to OneDrive, right? 1500 volt amps to 900 watts is a standard rating. Often using 120 volts, 60 hertz. Oh, okay. So it's similar like that. As you can see, I have all the... Okay. So how do I fix... I guess I just have to buff out the walls, right? Because that's the only thought that I have to fix this, right? Easily have 30 to 45 minutes to save things, back up, shut down properly, right? A 7 kilovolt ant under the powers lasts for 1 second. Just... Yeah, that's called killing your PC. Okay, hopefully no more power issues. If my power goes out again, I'm just gonna call it a day. But that's for me coming back. Like, yay. Okay, now let's put all the things away and put the totems in here. This in here, that thing. You and I remember electrical terms, even though I'm not a physicist. Hey, just tell, like, when am I ever going to use this? Well, there you go. When your fiance needs to buy an uninterruptible power supply. Okay, I need to stop playing with the goat horn. I have no idea how far out I need to go. I'm just going to assume that two extra blocks is going to do it. I'm going to try 1 extra block. And if I need to do 2, then you know what I need to do 2. Also, I do not need to put this here. It's because the spawning space is here. So I think I need to put, yeah, I'll just do here. Let's do a border and then 2. Yep, okay. You plug your modem router into it'll keep the internet up as well. Oh. That's true, unless the internet goes down at the power station. But the thing is we're very blessed that we rarely lose power for more than 5 seconds. Like, literally it was power went off and I went, and then the power came on and I was like, yay, you know, like, so if I just, sure, if the stream goes down for 2 minutes, like whoop-de-doo, right? Like, at least at my parents' home, like, I'll just wait for the internet to come back you know, the UPS will or keep my entire computer on, and I'll just play Minecraft and wait. You know, I'll literally do some off-camera Minecraft. It'll be like you guys just tabbed out. Okay. I have no idea how many slabs to make, but I'm gonna do this. That's not enough. That might be enough. Correct me when you're dumb about the basic things, yeah. I don't have Spotify anymore. Oh, there we go. I just had to press the button. Some dumb bird probably flew into the transformer or something. Just surged the power, and then it tripped a fuse, and then it all regulated, you know? Tripped a fuse, and then some idiot at the power station went, "Oh, bird strike," and flicked a lever, and all was good again. Mouse or a squirrel? I thought you rage quit. Really? I was in the middle of. I'm having a blast so far. I'm having lots of fun building stupid farms by myself. I've always had this idea of a raid farm being mixed with an iron farm. What's funny is I think I could actually combine it by just modifying this. Like I could just bring the iron golems back into the overworld instead of killing them there. I mean, really, I could ship them over here. It wouldn't be that hard. Rotten, good to see you. Since when have you had a beard? I've basically kept. I basically kept facial hair for the last year. You've probably just caught me in times where I've shaved it. But I probably started growing out my beard in some, you know, the school year that would have started 2 years ago. All right, let's try this. Let's actually. Oh, I have to build my. Do I have iron? I do. It looked good. Of course you said that. Yeah, Grace is a big fan. It's a little blonde. That's just, yeah. An unfortunate side effect, a fortunate side effect. I can't do much about that. I have blonde hair. I used to have really blonde hair when I was a kid, so. Okay. Avengers assemble. Hopefully now everything spawns where it should. I have no idea if it will. But they shouldn't spawn on top of spawning spaces, that's for sure. You know, on top of the walls. Oh. Here we go. BRB dinner. Enjoy the dinner. Moment of truth, chat. Well, that's a good start. Okay. The iron golem pooped him up there. Are you serious? Okay. Dumb idiots. That was funny. I'm helping, guys. Oh, don't die. No, 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 no. Okay. That guy got launched. I gotta be ready. I gotta help them all out. You know what? So far, so good. Really, if I just build an iron farm above, just a simple iron farm above here to keep it all stocked, this is gonna be real good. And then I replace the entire floor with hoppers. God, that bell is annoying. No, don't die. No, don't boot the witch up there, too. Okay. Well, she's dead. No, he's dying. Poor guy. This is working. No, no, no. No, this is so sad. They're all dying. No. Okay. All right, we need a new plan. We lost 2. They fought the good fight. Guys, don't go after the vec. Yeah, okay. Yeah, don't hit him up here. I love iron golems, man. They're so funny. Get him! Stupid facts. Yeah. Charge the iron golems. Yeet. Here, I'll shoot you. Oh, I missed. Oh God, I'm scared. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay. We're good. We're out. Okay. Get me out. Get me the hell out. Rest in peace, every single iron golem I had. Okay, now I really want to add a switch that diverts iron golem production from here to there. I want to do that so bad. I think that would be a very funny idea. So I'm going to turn off. All right, I got to make sure the trapdoors are up, correct? Make sure trapdoors are up when turning off the farm. Okay, yep. Still got my ender pearls in here doing the chunk loading. Okay. I think... No, rip golems. It's okay. I think I'm gonna finally make my dream come true. I've wanted to do a raid farm where you build an iron farm and then it spawns iron golems and kills the raid farm for you. Okay, can we stop, please, just for a second? So this is the killing chamber. I don't know why we're still spawning golems. We most definitely should not be spawning golems. Yeah, something is broken. Let me go investigate. Either one of the trapdoors isn't flipped the right direction, or... Turn trapdoors up when turning the farm off. Okay. Good. Bad. Good. 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 Who the hell knows where these zombies are? Okay. Sure, we lost some. Good. Like, where are they going? Guys, there's no spawning spaces. I literally think they're phasing through blocks. I will have to... What is happening? What the fuck? Okay, and we just watched the farm break. Okay, okay. Well... Okay, that's another thing we have to fix. They just like us for real? True. True. Get them a room. Okay, so suddenly our sidetrack list just became very large. I could... first of all, I don't know how... Where's the broken floor? Is it right here? No. Let's look. Where is it? It's here. Okay. I have a redstone block. There. Everything's safe. Safe now. There should be no more golems spawning. This stream just got a lot more interesting because of me having to deal with this. Thankfully, it shouldn't be too bad because I have a zombie spawning pit right here, and there's a reason why I kept this around, because I kind of figured it would break again. I didn't think it would be this broken. Like, ugh. Thank God I kept the rail line too. All the beds too. Ding, ding, ding. So, Conview, what was your fix? Just put more blocks? Just put glass blocks in the corner? Like, does that... Like, that should fix it, right? Or is the problem that the zombies move... I'm trying to think. Good to see you, by the way. Replace the whole setup with dispenser. The dispenser with a water bucket and soul sand beneath their feet. Ah. Right, so instead of being piston, load the world and get a pick. Thank you. I think more glass would solve that, but I also know that your solution would work. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I went to go mute on the stream deck and I pressed mute and it didn't. Nothing happened. I think I have access to no plugins. Are you guys hearing double? Because I watched it break like 15 times in creative before I decided it was worth fixing. Yeah. Waiting for OBS. Oh, my stream deck is useless. Like my default things are useless. Let me just close out and try again. Not hearing double. Okay, I just wanted to. Yeah, I think like trying to rush launch OBS like broke a whole bunch of things. It's okay. Not that big of a deal. My stream deck works, so that's okay. It just means that I'm gonna have to end the stream manually. But I usually sit and listen to the outro music anyway. Okay. I need to test something in creative. Because I have an idea. Go!
$5 a month.
Holy shit, I did it. This is a moment in history.
Grace, greetings, and welcome back to the lowest quality stream on Twitch for the nicest number of months. 69 months. 69-month uninterrupted streak of doom. Enjoy the 69th month of emojis, extra channel points, and the ad preview. Oh. Yeah, I like that a lot better, ComView. It looks... Yeah, that's perfect. I can implement that. My gosh, how many years have you been subbed? 5 years and 9 months. That's how long I've been streaming. Also, what the hell is happening to Minecraft? Look at the screen. Oh, no, it just looks weird because of the stupid thing. Okay. Redstone Testing World. I haven't loaded this world since last year. Rah! Where the hell am I? Why am I here? In spectator of all things. You know, some things are just better left unanswered. Okay. To be in creative mode because it's another portal question. I must just type nether portal. Flint and steel. We've been together for 6 years, and that we have. Yeah, that's scary, by the way. I'm gonna marry this woman. Ugh. There's cows here. How is there a cow here? I've assumed I've built another nether portal. Okay, I'm gonna go where no man has gone before. GP. Dog 1, 1,000. 80, 1,000. Okay. Perfect. I'm still in the Salt Delta. Fantastic. Oh, there's the other nether portal. Oh, that's when I tried to build a lava drainer. I remember that. Okay. So I'm going to go under here. Actually, I should just break the blocks below the portal so I can see. So let's go super low. This right above it? Yes. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So theoretically, they both should link to the overworld portal, right? Or this takes me here. Finally got a mouse that can drag click and discovers that it's useless in most cases. Yes, yes it is. The real question is, can I can't remote break a portal, can I? There's mice that can't do that. I mean, I can't drag click with the G502. I just realized I can't break a portal remotely. Can I? You can remote break in the overworld, but I'm not sure in the nether. Do I not know what drag click is? Please. Please don't tell me. Please. Please don't tell me that you thought this. I can't go to my display screen. I have to that you thought like this was drag clicking. Like I am drag clicking. Please tell me. Please. I need to know right now. I need to know right now. Yes, that's... You know, I'm surprised that you haven't heard of drag clicking by being a part of like playing Bed Wars. You're looking hella single? Hell yeah. You know what? I will just simply build a new iron farm. That's what I'll do. I'll build a new iron farm. Girl, I'm not a sweat. I mean, I'm not a sweat either, but I watched Bed Wars on YouTube, and there were people who drag clicked. So realistically, how many modules should I build? Wait. What's the sound for shulkers? It's the door sound! That's awesome. I was like, is that what I'm hearing? Yes, it is in fact what I'm hearing. I have to kill... Honestly, just stay there, guys. I don't need... You know, there's 2 totems. 3 totems? Oh, there's another totem. You know, I'm a little scared right now, so I'm just gonna leave. Okay, well, this idea of mine has gotten out of hand. I now need some way. I mean, I could just start dropping iron golems, right? Like, I have stone on me, right? Yeah, okay. Problem with stupid raids is there's so much stupid junk everywhere. Like, ugh. Get out of my inventory, man. Pumpkin seeds this, and brew dog a water bucket that. Okay. Honey, that's just your room. Okay, that was uncalled for. Okay, I'm running away. I'm running away. Leave me alone, Vexes. You see nothing. I'm coming prepared. See you like storage tech. Dude, I built that. When did I even build that before my VOD director? What episode did I build that? And started building the melon and pumpkin farm. I built that on episode 43, okay? Leave me alone. Finish the decoration for the melon and pumpkin farm on episode 44. All right? I was a 16-year-old when I built that farm, all right? I had no idea what a redstone comparator did. Not that I have much of a more idea now, but you get the point, okay? I built that when I was still in college or still in high school. The only thing I've done since I built it is turned it from a bone meal converter into gathering the melons and pumpkins. Don't fight me. Leave me alone. I think this is going to kill me. Yeah, I have made mistakes. I have made mistakes. Where's my chest plate? Where's my chest? I'm dead. 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 I'm... Cool. At least I spawned up here. Alright. We're playing Deep Rock Galactic. Actually, you know, I can't end stream. I have to kill all the... I have to kill... Actually, I have no idea how that interaction works. Does all my stuff go through the nether portal? All your stuff should be in the nether. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, now my iron farm really doesn't work. That's really the only thing that broke. You know what? I'll relaunch it. I'll relaunch the game. Tactical rage quit. Some of the zombie villagers pick it up. I don't... I might have walked out. Oh, I might have... No. No, I most definitely killed myself behind the trapdoors. I had no idea where my chest plate was. It should have been on my hotbar. First of all, I shouldn't have gone through that. Yeah, that death was completely on me. No, all the items instantly should have exploded and went... Like 100% of the items should be in the nether. I think I'm actually going to be okay. So the chest plate, yeah, I mean, I was just like, it was stressful. It was probably on my hotbar. Because that's where I put it. Yeet. I have made a mistake. I forgot there was no ender portal down here. Or nether portal. And now there's no ender chest here. Oh, that's right. The only way to get in the nether is to go to my iron farm, yeah, I really should. Chest plate was close to a middle slot in the middle of your inventory. It wasn't in my hotbar, which is where it needed to be. I also shouldn't have gone through the portal. Big deal. Call me crazy, but I really want to build another iron farm over top of the iron golems. It's getting nighttime. I should get in the nether yesterday. You know, the more I think about it, the more that death basically loses me like 5 minutes and that's it. Yeah, I lose 100 levels, whatever. But if all my stuff's in the nether, there shouldn't be any zombies in the nether. Like, actually straight up. I should be completely safe. And then even though I was in... Now, if all my stuff's in the overworld, I'm cooked. Like, because then I have to go gear up and I have to kill all my zombie villagers, and that's going to suck. Actually, I mean, I could just try luring them to the overworld, but they're gonna pick up all my stuff, so I have to kill them. And no, that's no fun for anybody. Oh god, I thought I just died. All right, let's not walk into a pit of lava. Get as high as we can. I have 5 blocks. Jump! If I ran on a sprint during that jump, I was gonna lose it. Do I need to turn your render down? No, because it's not loaded. Because there's no mobs going through. All right, moment of truth. It's all here, guys. Okay, well. Oh, fuck. He's wearing, I have no weapons. I have no weapons, guys. I have pants, don't worry. You know what? I have food, though. You know what? It doesn't matter if I have weapons. Do you know why? Because I have my boat. Oh, he was one hit anyway. Hooray! My stuff. All right. Now I unfortunately have to kill you. Do I have my E-chest? You know what? I don't have sharpness on the axe, so it's okay. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Okay. I can't get snuck up on. Okay. Why are you still streaming? You don't work tomorrow? It's Saturday tomorrow, right? I'm good. I'm good. I do not work on Saturday. I thought I was going to this week, but I do not. Okay. Where's my bow? Did I let some of it despawn? It hasn't been 5 minutes yet. Where's my pickaxe? You know, I have all my armor. Where's my chest? Let's not make the same mistake again. Here we go. Okay, I'm free. I see a pickaxe. It is safe. There's my bow. Okay, the things have been saved. Come on in. You know what? I think this experiment has gone on long enough. Real question is, I have to make sure. I have inventory space. See if I can get a lock on. Well, the problem is if one of them picks it up. Do I just commit to a full reset? Am I committing to a full reset here, guys? I really, unfortunately, do think the answer is yes. Time for the Warden Mom switch? Oh, no, I'd still be using zombie villagers. It's just, you know, I can give it more of a try. I can give it more of a try. I can't actually get in. Okay, well, One on over here. There's no way you hit me. Okay, here we go. See the one with the pickaxe? The problem is there are entities shoving themselves towards me. Here we go. Oh, he lived? Alright, I hit him once. I should have hit him with a sword. Why didn't I hit him with a sword? Okay, hang on. We gotta regroup. Alright. Oh, I got it. I got the pickaxe. I did accidentally do a sweeping edge attack, but it's okay. One down. One down. There's the bow. One hit. Oh, someone else picked it up. And they have. So scared. I'm so freaking scared right now. All right, let's suit up. Where's the bow? I repeat, where's the bow? I don't see the bow. Do I have the bow in my inventory? Nope. Somebody has my bow. I don't know where it is. Cavalry, good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. Kiwi Bird, good to see you.
FBI, open up!
Off Alan, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you less than 3.
Thanks for the follow. What's up? I'm trying to find a bow right now.
E Ninja Spirit, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you less than 3.
Gubby Gaming, good to see you. Oh, did I see it? Hey, you know what?
Gubby Gaming Forsaken, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you less than 3.
That should shake up the... Did a zombie villager just take damage from entity cramming?
Upits Rachel 201, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you less
Rachel,
than 3.
thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm having a very interesting day. Because I am trying to... Aha! Yes! I got it. Okay. I'm not a quitter, guys.
FBI, open up!
Kev V, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you less than 3.
Guys, I successfully retrieved a pickaxe. A pickaxe and a bow from a group of 65 zombie villagers. If I can do it, you can too. All right. To say that I've put myself in a sticky situation, or in a sticky situation, would be a small understatement. I'm trying to make a raid farm just for fun. And then I died, and it's been... How was your stream, Kiwi? Now that I can breathe, how is everybody? How we all doing? I can breathe now. I need cheers. Okay. Good. What about you? I'm a little bit stressed. Oh, you know, I just fought for my life and bombs away. These poor iron golem. Just gonna make a whole bunch of them. What were you up to in stream today? Kiwi? More Minecraft? I assume Minecraft? 3. It's my first death probably since I hit 3,000 hours. It was sad. You know, there definitely was worse circumstances though. All right, you guys have heard of bombing runs, but have you heard of iron golem runs? I was like, where's my axe? It's now where it should be. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Here we go. Bombs away! Sick 'em, boys! Wait a minute. Can I use a laze to pick up totems? Because I only care about totems. Oh, now I need to go get a... Oh, no. I killed all my laze. No. Wait, did I win? I think I won. Guys, I did it. Brutally slaughter your loyal army. It's okay. I gotta have 2 floating around my base, right? So okay. I'm happy that the double walls worked. Yeah, I have killed quite a bit of allays. They were super annoying and I didn't want to deal with them anymore, so like but I could also just solve the problem by making the whole floor hoppers. Imagine making permanent decisions in a permanent world based on temporary emotions. Yeah, like, imagine. Let's see. When you stream, Stenos, then you can talk. The problem is, imagine spending so much time overthinking your temporary emotions that you get nothing done. Oh, I made the decision. Also, it would have been a pain in the ass to deal with the allays. Like, my nether tunnels were not set up. I would still be moving them. I swear to God, I would still be moving them. All right, here we go. More iron golems incoming. Oh, shoot. Bombs away, babies. Okay, that should be enough for another raid. Let's, When are you gonna make a bunch of Let's Plays for me to watch? All 915 episodes right now are available on YouTube. See? You can go watch them right now. I may be employed soon. Let's go, Joey. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. Ding, 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 raid. Okay, I'm just going to sit up here and watch it all. Not 27-hour unedited live streams? Well, those take time. Time that I don't have because I'd be working. Well, that was fast. I can't wait for the iron golems to, like, boop it up. Boop them up onto the ledge. Because they spawn in a corner. Sick 'em, boys. Yeah! Exactly. You are doing nothing all weekend. Not true. So from the Kiwi Squad, have a blessed day or night. Take care. Take care, man. Give you a pass, you were instead taking Grace out of the date, but you were not, so you should be editing or doing a side gig. I applied to 3 jobs today, so shut up. Get him! Also, this is my side gig. Nah. I'm looking for not manual labor for 8 hours a day because, oh my God, it sucks. See, look at this. If we spawn them in via villagers, this would be the most efficient iron farm in existence. Look at okay, dude. Okay, well. Fire in the hole! Oh, that's not who I went to hit. Got him. Sorry, buddy. They're all in the corner. What I'm hoping for is material analysis of drywall. Interesting. That sounds more interesting than what I'm doing all day. But either way, jobs are jobs, right? Also, I just realized, can the evoker things hit villagers, right? Kind of boring, but it also pays 30 an hour? Damn. No, my seed! The villager broke the seed. Oh, that's the wrong corner to spawn in. That is the wrong... That's the wrong corner to spawn in. Oh. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have spawned there. How many totems do I got? 3? I gotta have more than 3, right? Problem is there's just too many iron golems. Goes around inspecting sprinklers, extinguishers. That sounds fun. I don't see any more totems, though. Oh, there's another one. I really should only have to check the corners, right? I mean, I'll take 4. Okay. See, I have to automate this process. Okay, I'm thinking. Would making the entire floor out of hoppers be worth it? I do like Stenos' idea about honey blocks. However, I would rather have the golems give the golems ability to move. I could do hopper minecarts. Hopper minecarts with like soul soil or something. I could do. I'm thinking something like Tilly says Hopper Flora's Yas Queen. Okay. I think I'm gonna do Soul Soil. Right? Because is Soul Soil a full block? I think it is. So what I have to do to use hoppers, it either have to be honey blocks or soul sand. Either way, it slows them down, right? Mud. I could do mud. That's what I think I'm going to do. That was like, I know there's a block out there that doesn't slow you down. That's not a full block. It's mud. Got a free trial on LinkedIn Premium so I can see a job app stats. And one post was up for 2 weeks and had 1,400 applicants. Oh my God. Luke, good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. Holy shit. That's stupid. Like, that's just not. That's not necessary, is it? Sorry, I'm looking real quick. Rude over here thinking he did good. Did a good job by applying to 3 places. I mean, I already have a job. So, like, yeah, I did do good. There's another required education was high school GED, and 65% applying had PhDs. Nice. Sprained my right wrist and just finally able to type again. That's lovely. Had to get some voice to text thing to do simple work and use my mouse with my left hand for a while. That sounds like hell. Applied to the same place every week until I got the job. Applied many places this way. Yeah, I applied to the same company again today. Even though it was for a different location, but I was like, you know what? Screw you. I'm applying again. Okay. What do I need to do now? I'm trying to think. What do I need to do now? I mean, I have to build an iron farm, right? Like, I have to build an iron farm and then I have to chunk load it. Which means I need some villagers. I can handle that. Yeet. Don't need pumpkin seeds. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 2. Okay. Haven't quite started to use my third email to apply for jobs yet. Vibe coded a 30,000 line code thing to automate just about anything I would want. Hey, that's cool. What you do is you sit down inside the business and say you will leave when they hire you and tell you you can go home for the day. That's funny. You know, I've been thinking about some things at work, and I'm like, man, if I were in charge of this company, the amount of things that I would vibe code, like, there's okay. Oh God, why am I here? Why am I here? This isn't no. Whatever. Where's this gonna put me? It's funny. That's really funny. What? Bro, my portal's over there. Okay, where do I need to build a portal at in the nether? Have this link up properly.
Ooh.
65. Okay, I can build a portal at 65. $65, and then where's my portal at? 65, and then what? How high up do I need to build this? Oh, you're useless. Just go away. $65, and then I need to build it at 63. 65, 63, 4. Cloud CEOs and software development will be obsolete in 6 to 12 months. Yeah, they've been saying that for 3 years. Software development as a position in companies will never go away. It will simply shift into what it is. Because believe me, you cannot teach the average population about what an LLM is and how it works. Because I have discovered that the working population exists, and holy crap, 95% of them are completely dumb. And that includes 100% of management, by the way. Management is worse. My new my new favorite thing is that I tell people is, man, this company does a really good job of making me look like Einstein. Me when I suggest stupidly simple thing that should have been done years ago, and then all of my managers are like, whoa, what a crazy thing. It's like, yeah. Please don't put me in a weird spot. Thank you. It's like, I've never had this thought before. And I'm like, tell me you've never worked a day on the floor without telling me you've never worked a day on the floor. Either that or everybody working on the floor is idiots. No. Really break both portals and then try and relink them up. Thankfully, my team leader gets it. I'll say things to my team leader and she'll be like, yeah, what you're saying makes complete sense and I have no idea why it hasn't happened yet. And I go, thank you, team leader. This is why Lucas could never be a politician. Oh, 100%. I mean, no, I could be a politician. You would just get... I would be the most not politically correct politician in the history of the universe. I mean, I would call people idiots and dumb and stupid all the time. Be like, yeah, you are dumb. Oh, they sink. I forgot they sunk. Okay, does this work now? You can't, it's just you can't call people stupid, you won't get elected. Now that's different. Yeah. Winning an election and being a like, that's true. Like, but I don't ever want to win. Like, I don't want to be a politician because you have to be like the most narcissistic person on planet Earth and think that you're better than everybody else in every way all the time. And like, you can't admit that you're wrong. And, you know. Alright, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Nether coordinates. 444, negative 82. That's the problem. I have to move this portal properly. It's because I vibe moved it and it didn't work. Senator? Yeah, I think he's a senator. I could get this done so much better. That's true. You know, I didn't... The word winging it is going to be lost from... Wait, what was it supposed to be? 444, 45? I don't remember. I'm gonna look. Yeah, I heard Kennedy and just assumed the health dude. Oh no, that's RFK. I mean, I don't know if I've ever heard anybody like seriously call him Kennedy. I just call him RFK. 444, 43. Okay, there's no... Okay, stop. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my shit. You know what? If you got Twitch Prime, you should use it on me. I deserve it. And that right there is step one of me being a politician. I deserve money. 444, I already don't remember. I'm just gonna put it over here. And hope it's good enough. Deserve? More employed than you somehow. Well, if you make 30 an hour, that'll be basically twice my wage. Oh, it's because this isn't like. Oh, did I screw it up? I screwed it up, didn't I? Yeah, I did screw it up. Okay. It's all right. Hold. Hold. I'll get the gist of it eventually. I break this portal. Relight it. Then I have to go through this portal. Right. Then I go down here. I light this portal and it just works. And it just works. And then I go back through and it doesn't put me up in Narnia. Fuck! Guys, I'm putting it at the exact... Do I have to raise this portal up? Is that the problem? Is it's too low? Is this a 45? Is that the problem? That's gotta be the... I don't fucking care anymore. Fuck this fucking game. This fucking piece of shit. Yeah. Fuck all of you. Just fucking fuck you. Fuck you. I don't need this portal anyway if I have that portal. Something tells me at the job that I work at, I'm either going to get fired or big change is going to happen. And I have a feeling it's going to be I'm going to get fired. However, once I get hired in, I will be in a union shop. Which everybody knows, and I figured this out, that unions are job security for stupid people. Which means someone like me who has a little bit more intelligence than the average union factory worker, I would like to believe. Joey might have other comments on that, but you know. Then that means that I can say smart things, and if they fire me for saying smart things, well then they're the idiots. Unions completely get rid of incentive structure. And incentive structure, you know, if you just look at what the incentives are, you can find out people's motivations for doing anything. Like, really. All that unions do are literally disincentivizing from anybody working hard because they just can't fire you for just bad job performance, you know, like. Indeed, most people can be smarter. Oh, yeah. I agree. Most people could be smarter if they turned their brains on and cared. See, the problem is I am a naive 22-year-old who believes that good things can happen when using your brain. I am very, very slowly realizing that the people in upper management in anywhere just don't give a fuck. They just don't. And the moment I can comfortably say that, to upper management without like fearing what their response is, is the day that I fully come to terms with who I am. Have not and probably never have lived in a meritocracy. I believe that on the smallest levels of things you have, but the problem is that nowadays, like, well, and unions are one way that meritocracy is not a thing anymore. And I'm watching it in front of you. I'm going, these people are getting paid more than me while I have 3 times their IQ. Like, how is this possible? Accepting failure is the opposite of greatness. See, I would argue that telling somebody that they don't care is not accepting failure, right? But how long have they worked? I would argue that that doesn't matter, because theoretically, if it were true, if I can produce more output in the month that I've been there, and it doesn't matter how long they've been there, they shouldn't be there anymore. I was talking to my team leader about this today, and I was on the side of, well, we have to hire somebody. All these new hires, they come in, they work a day, and then they quit. And it's like, I'm like, somebody's got to fill these machines, right? They just keep hiring people, and she was like, well, I'd rather have nobody than somebody who's half alive. And I was like, that's probably true. But that shouldn't take away from somebody else unless it's a situation where you really can't afford it. Yeah, no, I'm not saying, like, I've only been there a month, right? I'm not saying that I should be paid more. The question is like, how are they still employed? Or like, it's just the things that I say, like, because here's the scenario. I'll set up the scenario. So I'm working on a machine, and I have maintenance come over. Technically it's tooling, but it's maintenance basically. They come over, they fix a machine, they make part of the machine better. Great. Now we end up having to do a changeover, which means instead of working on one size muffler, I work with mufflers, we work on another size muffler. And I was feeling it out, and I was like, I don't think the change that was made is actually a good change for the smaller muffler that we changed over to. And I was looking at the numbers on the gauge tester, which tests, the size and all that. And I'm like, this one specific number is a lot higher than it should be. And yes, it's within spec and it's within tolerance, but I wasn't happy with it. Now, this is my first week that I've worked in this spot. And the part that was throwing the error was the part that was changed. However, I'm not 100% sure whether the reason that we're really close to failing is because of me or because of the change. Now, there's a very easy way to look at that. It's to compare what the number was, before the change was made with another operator to what it was today, basically. And I asked my supervisor this, and I was like, is there a way to see this? And she's like, I have no idea. And I'm like, you telling me like somebody has to watch this thing. Somebody has to look at the data, right? And I was like, who looks at the numbers in this shop? And the answer I got was somebody upstairs. Oh, that's right. If I had access to that information, I could answer the question in 30 seconds. But instead, I have to go through 18 channels of things, talk to 2 engineers who can't help me. And like that's the point that I'm stuck in, is that I have a lot of simple questions that if I had access to information that, like, as an operator of the machine, you should have access to, that the person who picks up and works on every single part should have access to the most data. like like that's how it should work, in my opinion. But that's, and I'm like, has nobody ever thought of this before? Like how do you know whether or not you're doing a good job if you don't know how good of a job you're doing? I refuse to believe the majority of people there are not doing their job they're hired for. Oh, I'm not saying the majority. Well, I only have points. Maybe improving a 0.1% of your machine based on the data you're getting. That engineer is better served doing something else. Well, the engineer doesn't even access. The engineer doesn't have access to the data either. That's the part that got me, is I was like, who does this? It's nobody on the floor. It's not the engineers. It's not the controls guys who actually have the computer. Like, the people whose job it is to plug into machines and assess the function and, like, literally change the PLC programming on the machine don't have access to that data. Like, I would have thought they 100% would have. So nobody on the floor can answer that question. I'm like, why not? Like, you're telling me I can't look through on my machine all the numbers of all the parts that I did that day. Or like the fact that this one machine that we have at the end of the line has went from failing 3 times per day to failing 21 times per day. And every time it fails, you got to take the part out. You got to spend 5 minutes cleaning the stupid lens, and then you put it back in. Everybody is convinced that it's the lens. Everybody. I'm not convinced it's the lens. I'm convinced it's the barcode reader. But nobody wants to have that discussion with me. So I'll just wait until I'm vindicated. This portal works, right? The company doesn't want to pay to get tracking shit. The problem is that somebody has access to that data. Somebody does, because how does the company tell the customer what's happening? Somebody has access to it. It gets stored somewhere. Do they? Yes, because there's that's what I was told. It's the upstairs guy, right? Why would they give that information to the customer? Because the customer is Ford Motor Company. And Ford Motor Company wants to know what's happening to their parts. And if there's any failure points, and what the tolerances are and all that stuff. Right? They just want you to keep your head down and do your job. The problem is that I could do my job better if I knew the information. Like, that's the part, is I could do my job. Like, I could eliminate failure of parts if I knew the information. They don't trust you to access these things? Guys, I have access. I have access to all of these numbers on a part-by-part basis. All I'm saying is I should have access to the whole backlog, right? I put the part in, it scans 20 different sensors. Oh, assess? They don't trust you to assess those things? Well, yeah, like I'm for the idiot operators who just, okay, not idiot operator, for the normie people who just put part in, do thing, and take part out, who cares? But like, I want to do my job better. You know, I want to improve on my job, you know, not suck at it. Call people dumb on the second try. Like this is why I'm, you know, like I said, I always say that I'm a naive 22-year-old who thinks that change can happen, right? And this is what I tell my team leader and my coworkers every day. People go, "Why do you care so much?" Because I'm naive and dumb. Right? A bachelor's in physics and manual labor. My entire line is figured out that I don't belong there in 1 week. Like, they're like, "So what did you go to school for?" And I was like, "Physics." And I'm like, "Ah." Get a different job? I don't know. See, well, one, yes, I'm working on that. And two, I believe that I can make a positive impact, right? You will soon go calluses and realize people are stupid. Trust me, it started. We, my coworker has said that, you know, he invokes the Purim pose all the time. That's what it's called. It's him just doing this, shrugging his shoulders, right? You're proving the point of why overqualification is a problem. See, but I have discussions with, or I ask these questions to people who are higher up, like the plant manager. And I wanted to ask him that question today because he's the guy who should know how feasible it is. Like, because all I have to do is I just need to know who to ask because somebody has the information. I'll go up to the dude upstairs and say, "Hey, I got a stupid question for you. Can you help me answer?" Right? Because, like, I want to know, right? You can hide it behind 3 channels of access, but, like, I'm curious. I want to know. Am I not allowed to do my job better, right? They don't want you to be curious. It's too ambitious. Listen, our manager apparently got his managerial experience from managing a KFC. So they don't want to have to pay you more for doing more work. I'm not even a full employee yet. They're giving me $2 an hour less than the base pay of everybody else, and I get 0 benefits right now. I am not even an employee of the company. I am an employee of the temp agency that supplies that specific company with people. What's funny is the plant manager that we work with, he's like, "You should apply for a team leader position." And in my head, I'm thinking, hell no, I don't want to deal with idiots. Specifically the idiots on third shift who smoke weed and somehow make less production. Like, it's... But what's, like, every single question I've asked hasn't been like turned away, right? It's more of I'm shocked at the... It feels like I am the first person to ask these questions, right? And I'm like, I can't... Like, am I that different? I'm not that smart, right? Joey knows this firsthand. I am not that smart. Dealing with idiots is bad enough, but being responsible for them is so much worse. Like, I am not that smart. And yet, every day I find myself going, wow, I had an original thought in this company. Nobody else has thought of this before. Like, I thought that's the whole point. You know, here's comes my naivety again. I thought that was the whole point of a company, and the whole justification behind stock prices keep going up and up and up and up with companies is technically you're supposed to keep innovating and innovating and innovating. And with the top companies, you know, okay, you could claim Apple's release of a new iPhone every year is not innovation, which, to your point, to that point, I say fair. But like, compare the iPhone 1 to now, right? Compare NVIDIA's GPUs to now. Like, those companies are making real, tangible innovations every year. And it's like, wow, you can see the progress. There is free innovation here. It is the most, like, there's the most obvious cases of innovation to be had. Apple innovation? But like, you get my point, right? Like, look, the camera in the iPhone, like this, the amount of stuff that is packed into this is a lot more than the iPhone 1, and you have to admit that. But like, you have to innovate to stay. You have to innovate to stay ahead of your competitors, and it's like, you know, the rabbit hole that I went down to while making parts is really, you could train an in-house AI to answer all the questions that I'm answering, and then you could turn this company into a data center too, if you really wanted to. Nobody gives a shit about innovation if you can't commercialize it. Trust me, I've spent a lot of time thinking about this. They're releasing a small batch just so I can keep selling you incremental upgrades each year. Yeah, that's fair. Now, this is why you should, if you're like, don't buy the new iPhone every year. Might be cooties. I don't have very long. Good to see you, /. I did not ignore you. NCB, by the way. Remember these thoughts and feelings when I was a young adult? See, like, I know it's just because I'm young, right? I know. I know it's just because I'm young, and like, I spent, you know, it's, people are like, just turn your brain off. I spent the last 4 years of my life spending 12 to 16 hours a day of my life, like, spinning, learning, solving problems, you know? People say, well, what does a physicist actually do? Solve problems. That is the number one answer that I like give. Like, okay, theoretical physicist is one thing, but like, you know, just having the realization that you are more intelligent and ambitious than many people older than you. Most people just want to clock in, work, go home, and not think about work. See, that's so, like, how do you not get bored? Like, I don't know. In my opinion, I have to think about something to take away the physical pain that is doing my job. Like, if I think about the fact that I'm standing 8 hours a day in steel-toed boots, my feet hurt more than if I'm thinking about something else. Right? like really, that's a deep down cause of mine, is I try to think about literally anything else besides my feet hurting. I think about Minecraft. Oh, I think about stream all the time, you know. People who want to do 40 hours a week and go home. See, I I want to do that too, right? Except my version of spending 40 hours is I am engaged at work, and then when I leave work, I stop thinking about work. I mean, here I am thinking about work on stream, right? That's different, right? We're having a conversation about it. But like I don't know. I it's just like am I really over improving things even when I'm not working, right? I just want to be efficient. Exactly. I just want to do good work. And I suggested this on day 2. I'm sitting here working on this machine, and it goes through steps of like I put these things into the machine, and sometimes they slip out. Like you put here, I'll just explain to you the whole thing. I put 2 parts in, 2 small parts in. I take the finished muffler out. I then go get another unfinished muffler, and then I put the muffler in, and then I click go on my machine. Now, sometimes those 2 smaller parts that I put in, they can slip out of the spot that they're in. So when I hit the green button, it first things as it does is it doesn't check to whether or not those things are loaded. So sometimes you waste 3 or 4 seconds 3 or 4 seconds, doing an unnecessary check because because eventually you're going to get to the puck check is what it's called, and you're going to fail that. Why is that not the first thing that you check? You should just stand up and demonstrate for me to understand. I know. But just like the first thing that you should check is whether or not the things that I put in the machine are in the machine. Like that, why is that not the first thing? Because the amount of times that like I just waste 3 seconds. And you go, well, 3 seconds isn't a lot. I only have 72 seconds per part. So saving 3 seconds, one, is 3 seconds that I have to do other things because the job entails other things. And 2, if I get behind, those extra 3 seconds per cycle can allow me to catch up, which is a really important part when that machine is throwing 20 errors a day that take you down for 5 minutes, you know? And this is the whole thing, what Loop said, my cousin's husband did a similar job, made some improvement and saved like 0.1 seconds in some process, saved him tons of money, gave him a 50,000 bonus, and that was that. Right? I'm not asking for $50,000. I'm asking, like, why is it the way that it is? Like, this is like, I can't be the first person who's run this machine to go, wow, this is slow. And like, that is a perfect example of, I fix that thing, I do my job better. Because I do my job better, and I make the company more money. That's another thing. If I do my job better, guess who gets richer? Big John Corpo, So to me, that's the easiest part to sell. Why should you do this? Because you get richer. Because if I do my job better, yes, John shareholder lines his pockets and John company gets richer, Anything to make me look good, It's like, guys, like this, you should always in a manufacturing company, should you not always be looking for those half-second improvements? Because if you can do it just a little bit faster, you can make 2-3 extra parts a day. And when you're making 2-3 parts extra a day in the automotive industry, oh good lord, you are making a lot of money. Like it's not that hard to understand, I feel like, you know? Like it saves me 5% per cycle. Well, if I'm doing 320 cycles per day, then all of a sudden I'm doing 328 cycles per day instead of 320. Congratulations. We made like, you made 8 more mufflers that day, which is going to be 8 more mufflers the next day, and so on and so forth, all because you dragged and dropped a line of code in a different place. How much did it cost you to make that change? Like objectively nothing? Like you had to pay for the internet bill for 5 more seconds or something, you know? Boss had no prior experience in cybersecurity field, but I can't tell him he's wrong. Oh, like companies don't like being told that they're wrong. That's only $8 million. The part was 75. Yeah, I have no idea what a muffler is on a 2020 Bronco, you know? And one of the like 8 principles of the company or something is, don't do what's right for you or what's right for the other person. Do what's right for the company. You know. And it makes me laugh because I'm thinking and I'm going, wow, everything that I'm suggesting is better for the company. I'm defending the need for fucking coaches. It's like, I saw a tweet and it was like, it was by Richard Feinbaum's son. And if you don't know who that is, famous physicist. Apparently he went into a company, looked at one thing, was like, you need to fix that. The thing got fixed, paid Richard like $75,000 for it, and went on their way. And like that's all he did in his older age was go consult. My baseball coach, my old childhood baseball coach, he co-owned a consulting business, and he actually hires engineers from my college sometimes. He was one of the only people who knew where Rose Holman was. Should apply for a job with them, right? He just retired with a lot of money. At 60? 50? I don't know. He made a lot of money. Oh god, I have to. See, I feel like the arguments or the points that I'm making are actually like the entire process of capitalism, like making improvements and doing all that. However, it's impeded by things that are not capitalistic. Join me in Sick Town? No, I just cannot drink Faygo properly, apparently. Man, what a great view in the game, by the way. I know I've just been sat here yapping about my job and stuff, which I don't mind. It's Friday. I'm kind of done anyway. I'm so scrambled. Like, there's so many things that I need to do that it's okay if I just, put a quick pause on it. And another idea that really, really blew my mind that nobody had, like, I know I'm like blowing smoke up my own ass, but hear me, this one specifically. So at about 30 minutes to the end of every shift, my team leader, the EPU manager, which is just like the floor manager for our little section. And then either one or two engineers go and look up at the production board, right? And, they talk about what went wrong, and they have some percentage of, percentage, like we were 80% today, or we're 85% today, or like 2 days ago, we were 100%, which, hooray. And I had the idea, I was like, why don't we include the people running the machines in that meeting? Because, we should communicate directly with the people who care about how many parts get made to the parts getting made. And I asked my supervisor this, and she was like, well, I'll go ask somebody about that. It's like, has nobody thought to, this is what I mean. I was like, you want to talk about why you only ran at 60% efficient today. Don't ask the team leader. Ask the people who are putting the parts in the machine. Like, you might think, oh, the team leader can convey the information. Well, I would say that my team leader spends 20% of her day around us. Like, she's got a whole nother line to deal with in that line. Some help. So it's like she doesn't know everything that happened. And I was like, just, it takes 2 minutes for you guys to go over the board. Right? And it's like, I really don't understand. Is like, are you scared that, are you scared that we're going to get dirt on you or metal bits on you? Like, why? There has to be some corporate reason why they want to put 3 layers of management. Like, I'm not intelligent enough to understand that. I'm too naive to figure it out. I haven't thought about it long enough. Financial structure. It's the people who are getting paid more, therefore they are the ones who can communicate. Like, don't give a shit as long as they're producing. Well, right, but the people who are actually producing can tell you why they're producing more or not. Right? The financial structure they have for management is most beneficial for shareholder owner. I'm talking about 2-minute meetings in front of a board. I'm very confused how talking to the people who put the numbers on the board. Sure, they could give a shit about individuals and improving stats. Well, I don't care about the individuals. I care about the communication. Replace other people. I'm confused. It has nothing to do with replacing other people. If anything, it would be cheaper for them to include shareholder or operators in the meeting. Like, we're talking super informal, 2-minute meetings, right? In front of the production board at the end of the day. Like, hey, this line was 85% efficient today. Great. Why were you only 85% efficient instead of 100%? Oh, well, we had this, and this reasoning. Why did you have that error? And then the team leader goes, I don't know. I wasn't there. Not the team leader's fault because they weren't there. I don't know. Ask the operator who was at that machine who had that error. And then, I don't know. It broke because of this specific piece being a problem. And then you go, oh, what's wrong with that piece? Why did it break off the machine? It feels like you could get shit fixed 3 times as quicker if you had just the people who ran the machines talk to management in a direct line of communication. How do you know what they were saying in those meetings when you were currently advocating to get in those meetings? Because I asked my team leader, and it's pretty obvious when there's an engineer, a supervisor, and a team leader, and then the floor manager. It's all standing around the production. I'm not talking about management in the upper floors. Like, I'm not talking about the people who aren't on the floor. I'm talking about impromptu meetings on the floor. Right? It's where just the team leaders and the engineers go over, they tell the floor manager, hey, we did this today. Right? Like, we made this production number. And I was like, oh, just saying they aren't doing their jobs. I'm saying that issues could get fixed a lot faster if the people running the machine had a direct line of communication to the guy who can tell people to fix things, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. Because the more obfuscation you have, then the less things get done. Like that. How can my team leader accurately describe, like, this isn't her fault, right? Never happened unless it is to show actual benefit to the company. Okay, the thing I talked to my team leader to fix 3 weeks ago hasn't gotten fixed yet. But if I could tell the guy who could get me to fix the problem, and she's like, I told him. It's different coming from the guy who's actually running the machine all day. Like, hey, I can't do my job unless this isn't fixed. Ta-da! The middle managers suck and don't want someone coming in there and showing them up. That doesn't make any sense for this setting. Just, okay. Imagine you are a McDonald's worker on the breakfast station. Let's imagine you are working McDonald's in the breakfast station. And the district manager comes in. And the district manager goes to your manager and goes, explain to me all the issues with the breakfast station. And then your manager goes and describes all the issues to the breakfast station for you. And then you're sitting there and you go, well, wait, why can't I tell the district manager all the issues with the breakfast station? That's what I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Sean was team lead and he asked you to do something and you didn't. You're telling me that because the guy operating the machinery tells, and not because the person higher up told him to do it? No, he's the highest person. Like, I'm saying it's manager, team leader, me. I don't want, there's no reason for this team, like, the team leader can, like, when the manager has questions for the team leader, why can't the manager ask those questions to the operators instead? That's it. Mind you, my manager, when he's here, he wasn't here this week, he says hello, he says hi, and all that. But it can be hard to voice my concerns when I'm also, the manager will not be the person fixing the machine. Nope. Joey, I'm sorry, you're just not getting it, man. You're just not getting it. You're just not getting it. Where's Microsoft Paint? Here we go. There's me. I am an operator. There's my team leader. She is above me. There's my supervisor. She is also above me. Can't see? Oh, that's right, because it doesn't work. Hang on. There you go. Then there is my EPU manager. He is my floor manager. He is on the floor. Then there's a plant manager. And then there's like actual middle management, but we don't care about those. These people don't set foot on the floor. All of these people, I guess, okay, technically there's like engineers in here, right? But they're kind of adjacent. Engineers. At the end of the day, these people get together, they go around, right? They go around, and my team leader, let's say that we only ran at 72% today. My EPU manager goes, hey, team leader, why did you run at 72% today? And team leader goes, oh, we were having issues with blah, 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 blah today. EPU manager goes, why are you having issues with blah, 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 blah today? And team leader, because she's not there all the time, doesn't describe an accurate enough reason about what the problem is. Gives some vague general, oh, we were just slow today, or, oh, we were having issues with it, but once we called over maintenance, they took care of it. Right. Let's say, I don't know, 2 weeks later, we run slow again. Let's say we run, I don't know, at 63%. Same exchange happens, except team leader says the same thing, right? Now listen, if you maybe ask the operator could have given you a more specific answer. And then 2 weeks later, if the same thing happened again, you could say, hey, this was the second time in 2 weeks that we've ran slow because of this thing. EPU manager goes, I now have a perfectly identifiable problem, and EPU manager can go straight to maintenance and say, look, we need this solved on this machine. You considered that you're not communicating correctly with my team leader? I literally call my team leader over and I say, look, this thing right here is not functioning. Like, it's not. Nobody here, it's nobody's fault in here. It's just stupid to not have this line of communication, because who's running the machine? Who's running the machine? These people don't do shit. They provide zero value for the company. Okay, I can't do this to my team leader. She's great. She runs all the machines. These guys suck value from the company. Literally, they do. They suck value. How many people on my floor? I don't know. How many people are on this? 60? I don't remember. I don't know. On my line, there's 4. There's 4. You know how long it would take to have 4 people, 4 extra people? Like, it would turn the group from 4 people to 8 people standing around this board. It would say, oh. Telling me you're going to have a 60 person? No, it's per line. It's per line, Joey. The meeting takes 3 minutes. You go around per line. There's like 4 people in every line. No, we don't, 60 person, no. This is happening in small, informal groups. How many lines? They go around to every single one every single day, because that's their job. Go around to every single line every single day. That's their job. That's what these guys do. They go around and they say, hey, why are we operating at not 100%? Who is they? The EPU manager and the supervisor and the engineers. They go around to every single line. Well, the engineers have specific lines, you know. It's really these guys go, the EPU manager goes to every line in his EPU. There's really 3 of them. There's 3 of them because having one guy go around and doing it all is stupid. Right. I think in our EPU, there's 1, 2, 4. There's only 4 lines, I think. Let me count the people. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's like 16 people in our EPU. There's no reason why Mr. EPU manager cannot talk to 16 people, 16 operators who operate the machine every day. Because all it does is it doesn't eliminate this. It doesn't eliminate my team leader. But it allows a more correct, a more direct line of information. Because who else am I communicating to? Let's say your team leader sucks, right? Apparently there's some pretty bad team leaders, and I got really lucky with mine. You know, you could say, well, what happens if the EPU manager sucks? Well, thankfully, you can go above, right? You can always keep going. But if I never have access to these people, then what's the point? Me running the machine. If, unfortunately, and I know this isn't how it works, but the people at the bottom of the chain here should be the most important. And that's why I think they should have the most direct line of communication upwards. But it doesn't work like that. And I'm like, man, if I'm sitting here telling my team leader, and I'm going, if I had a way to step away from my manufacturing process for 5 minutes and explain the problem to this guy, it would have been fixed 3 days ago. Or the biggest example I have is, there's an arm that hangs just low enough that I walk into it if it's not in the right spot. If the arm wasn't broken, I would be able to walk underneath it just fine and not ram my head into it. I have told my EPU manager this 3 times. And the issue has not been fixed. If I brought it up every single day in this short little meeting, it would have gotten fixed a long time ago. The issue with the arm, the arm is not fixed. 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 You wear a hard hat? No. No, I don't. Because it's not my problem. You're just taking away credit from your team leader then? She tells them every day. But guess who doesn't hit her head on the piece on the arm because she's 4'11"? Not her. Guess whose head actually got hit really hard on day 1 and 2? It's me head. It's 100% different. They might make you no, because it's their fault for not fixing it. Start wearing one to prove a point. You're not important enough to care. Yeah, that's not the point also. Like, this is the point. There's no line of communication here. Why? It takes 2 minutes for this meeting. It takes 2 minutes. Why can I not talk to my manager? It takes 2 minutes. Where's my mouse? Discord? Oh, hell no. All I want is this for 2 minutes. That's it. I am not important enough. I would say that I am the most important person out of any of these. Let's be real. These people are nothing without the operators. We're almost done. I promise. But to say that I am not important enough, you hit your head and get workers' comps, it'll be fixed when you get back. What's funny is I don't have workers' comp because I'm not. Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds. All right. The floor is yours, Jory. Go ahead. Let me make sure that people can hear you. All right.
Okay, hold on, Okay, bro. I understand that what you are talking about is like a good thing in general.
Right.
I understand having communication between you directly to your fucking whatever EPU manager wouldn't be better than your team leader doing it. But it's easier for them to assume that they are getting all of the information from their team leaders going around to every other fucking place and thinking that they have enough people covering it to get all of the fucking information to fix shit. If things aren't going to get fixed, it's probably more so because you have too many things getting fixed, not enough technicians, and the EPU managers telling the technicians to fix things are like, we have too much shit to fix. And, like, again, your point valid. I just don't think they care.
All right.
Also, you said so many times that you think it would make more of a difference if you talked to the EPU manager over the team leader about specific issues. I just don't think that's true. Like, I think you're just devaluing your team leader. Then.
Okay.
You just don't think they're doing a good enough job.
So,
and, like, advocating for you.
Well, okay, for things like the arm, like the arm hitting my head, I would say you're 100% correct. But for machine improvements or things like that,
I'm telling you, it's the technicians.
Well, I can't access the technicians through my team leader.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's the EPU managers and supervisors that tell the technicians what to do.
Right. However, I need them to buy into it first. And when I explain to my team leader, and she goes,
"No,
just tell
not
Rick."
That I don't think they're buying into it.
Well,
I think it's they don't have somebody available to fix X.
Well, right.
Issue.
Here's another thing: is when I give my team leader an idea, and she goes, "That's a great idea. That's above my head. Tell this guy." I don't have an opportunity to tell this guy. At the end, like, I'm not in the only. I have to hope. Literally, this is what has been happening. Is I go, "Hey, can you call that guy? Can you call that guy for me so I can explain to him the idea while I'm working?" If I had 2 minutes at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you should just like stop in when your team leader's meeting with the supervisor and be like, "Hey."
Well, that's the
Did
thing.
You tell
is
about
that's
this thing?
that's taboo because we're not supposed to be. Well, hang on, we're not supposed to be in that meeting. I'm saying.
Also, can I just say, can they hear me on stream right now?
Yeah, they can.
Fuck that guy who said I was dense. Fuck you, bitch.
He's right though.
Sorry, back to what you were saying.
Well, another thing, and I talked to my team leader about this too, is that managers are just dudes, just like us. I think it would help.
Yeah,
it would help bring everything down. It would bring the stigma of being a manager down as some pedestal that everybody puts them on. Let's be honest, right? If there was just a simple way.
I assume most of the managers and supervisors have become managers and supervisors like internally and have been promoted internally. Correct?
All but 3 supervisors have been, at least in this is what they told us in training, have been hired in through.
So like theoretically, they should have a pretty good idea of what's going on. Like, that when things are getting broken, they're getting broken. Like, come on, dude, you can't.
I think that's funny. That's really funny. I would like
They
you to
used to
tell
do your
that.
job, bro.
I would
Didn't
like
they?
you to tell that
Isn't
statement
that
to.
what you just told me?
I would like you to tell that statement to every single one of the people on my line, and every single one of them would laugh in your face because I said the same thing, and they laughed in my face.
Okay, but they like if they were doing your job, like they understand the general understanding of what's going wrong. They're not gonna know specifics. That's like what the team leader's for.
Do you
Like
think?
that's the general.
What is your general opinion of high school administrators? Do they remember what it's like being a teacher, or do they, when they become school administrators,
Like
do they?
principals and stuff,
Yeah, do they
like
forget?
superintendent.
Yeah, do they forget what it's like being a teacher and then make decisions that they would have never made if they were a teacher?
No,
It's like when teachers go into administration and suddenly forget all their classroom experiments. Exactly. Welcome to.
wait, what?
This is just. I was just
Hold on, I'm
reading
confused.
what my chat was saying.
Oh, sorry.
But that's what it's like.
Okay, I just don't think they forget their. It's just they have different like responsibilities. So like.
Right, and I'm saying that the people who
Look,
actually
I
run the
understand that
parts.
having fucking. I understand that like having fucking. It's a way to structure a company. Is like I'm sure. I don't know if there's a better way, right? Like
Who's the most important part of the line?
it's like a fucking tree or whatever.
Right? I mean, if operators are the most important part of the line, why do they not have?
You are definitely not considered the most important part of the line. You're a production worker making $15 an hour, and you can do your job
it's
after
17.
being trained for what, a week.
If
Okay,
I am
still.
not there, does the
They
machine
hire somebody
run?
else.
Well, okay, I'm not talking about me as in me individually. I'm talking about the group
No, I know.
of people.
Okay,
Like-
sure, but that's like unionizing, buddy. That's like you're stepping into those territories. Sure, you as a collective have more power.
Well,
or more importance. But like again, like they did in the past, you can just fire all of you and replace the entire workforce.
great. That's still that my problem goes deeper than that.
Okay, your problem I feel like is not that deep. Like I just
Well,
think you're just mad you're not
it's-
being able to talk to people and actually
Well-
do the part of the job that you would like to do.
Yeah, you mean do it better? Yeah, I am kind of annoyed that it takes a lot longer to
No,
do my
I'm
job
telling
better.
you just need to get a new job.
I
Like,
know.
you need to not be in a like a labor intensive manufacturing environment unless you're at that like engineer level where you can actually run and fix things and look at
Yeah,
the data.
the amount of questions that I've asked the engineers and they go, "I'm sorry, we like your idea, but we can't."
Yeah.
And they're the
Because-
engineers.
Okay, but it's not. I bet you half the time it's them being like, "Oh, what is this guy fucking know? He's just the guy been here for a month. He's a stupid idiot," you know. But like, come on, like those engineers are doing something, whether it's like improving their fucking process or whatever. Like they don't care. The engineers don't care about whether the machines are working or not. They just don't. They care about improving the process that the machines are doing. The technicians improve the machines.
The engine. Well, yeah, I imagine
Brother,
that
I've been unemployed since fucking May.
the definition of. I think you're right, but okay. I guess the engineers in our company they're more hands on. They spend a lot of time in the back, but they are hands on. I imagine it different. You know,
Well, yeah,
difference
no,
for
like
companies, right?
the process engineering positions I've like been applying to have been like initially starting on the floor, so like or like whatever in the clean room in the fab.
Right.
So like you start there, but eventually you have to go back to your processes out of the fab and look at like your yields and stuff and try to improve that way. Like the only sense you just have to know what's going on in there, which is why you start in fab.
Yeah, I had an engineer come on. I was like, "Hey, can you make this machine work properly?" It was the first time that I had
Yeah,
actually seen
you just need
actual change happen.
You just need to talk to techs.
Well,
You just need to find the fucking text.
Well, the engineer then told the techs what to do, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
like, right
and
in
I
front of me.
guarantee in the manufacturing environment that you're in, they do not have enough techs to fix everything that's breaking.
No,
I guarantee it.
because I'll get the, hey, I need maintenance over at my spot, and they go, it'll be a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is why I think generally when you're telling people that shit needs to be fixed, they're like trying their best to convey that information, but they just don't have people to do it. Okay, I took more than 30 seconds. You can go back to
No,
playing Minecraft
I
if you
get your
want.
point. I think we're both.
I just feel like when I was typing through text, you were seeing every other message. Like
Oh.
I understood what you were saying. I just you need to look around the fact that it's not necessarily the problem. Like, sure, it's a part of the problem, but it's not the only one.
I'm still 100% believe that it is the entire problem.
I think if you were to sit in on the meeting with your team leader, with the supervisors, almost nothing would change.
No, for 95% of the cases, I would be 100% okay with that. Like that, not everything needs to change. Like I don't expect every day there to be, oh, we need to do this, we need to do that, you know? But
So you just want what? Some
for 2 minutes out of your day.
I think you just want to be. I think you just want to be heard. You know, I feel like you really need that connection emotionally with people.
It's when you describe something to the people around you and they are fucking look at you like you're speaking another language. It hurts.
But I'm aware.
Like I'm not. It's
when
like
when I was working over the summer and I was like, yeah, I'm doing like filtering and sorting in Excel, and they're like, what?
This is it's
I
the same level.
I understand. Like,
And
yeah.
like the issue here is that the managers are the only ones who actually kind of know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just think that they have.
And so, the really issue
They have so
is
many
that,
other shit to deal with. Like your one machine being down is something they'll get to later. Doesn't get fixed in the meantime.
my improvement. I know, but he was all on board when I told it to him the first time, and that was 3.5 weeks ago. And then I haven't heard one follow up from him yet. And the thing that really got me is that he came over
Like wait. Like the thing you mean, the machine being broken?
No,
Sorry,
I was talking about like the improvement that will save
okay.
time. I go, if you do this, you will save time and you will make it better. And he was like, great. And the thing that got me is he was like, actually, the supervisor now has access to this information, like to our morning meetings and all the sticky notes that I put on Teams. Like the supervisor should have access to it. So if I'm not available, you should go to our supervisor. That doesn't help.
Yeah, it just sounds like you want to be the supervisor.
No, I want my machine to work better. That's what.
Okay, but like you want to be the supervisor in the sense that you want to be able to have access to all the shit.
I just want my machine to work faster, and I want it to work faster. And I at least want like, hey, when we have somebody to do it, we'll have somebody to do it. Great.
Yeah,
That's
know.
not.
I just felt like
I hadn't even gotten.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't want to supervise shit. I want my machine to work faster.
No, I know you want to do the fucking hands-on shit and not the managing people shit.
Fuck that. Fuck managing people. Like, I'm just saying, if I were able to tell,
they're trying to manage you, buddy, and get you the shit you want. But
if I'm saying, hey, do you have any updates on this? And if I feel like if you could poke them every day, shit would go faster.
Come on, you could poke him every day. I feel like you could just go find him a little bit, you know.
Well, I literally cannot. Like there is zero downtime.
Okay.
Like the job that I am at, I am moving for 65, 66 seconds out of my 72-second cycle. And then when the parts are smaller, the cycle is 66 seconds, which means I basically get zero downtime.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're doing, so do they walk by at all? Could you wave them over? Like
the only time they're by is in the fucking
Is when they're
meeting.
meeting with the team leader. Yeah.
That's all. I'm just like, or I have to go get my team leader and call them over in the middle of the day, which then slows me down anyway. Like if I just took 2 minutes of
When are
premeditated,
you reporting to your team leader then?
whenever she's by, whenever I go, hey, which could be
Okay.
anywhere. She swings by throughout the day. Just
Yeah.
says, hey, how's everything doing? Really, it's every hour she comes by and checks our production. That's usually when it's a year. She goes, any problems? And no, all good.
Yeah, you should be like, yeah, but like you should check on that improvement thing that I was talking about with that one guy a little while ago.
And she would just
That's
say,
all it takes, Lucas. You just gotta talk a little bit,
I've trust me, I've done that. And she, you know what she says? Tell Rick. Tell our EP
Yeah.
manager. And I go, I
Okay,
would
well,
love
all you
to.
just have to do is tell. Yeah, do you actually say that though, or do you be like, I don't have time. Can you please communicate this?
She doesn't know. She just wants me to tell him. But I can't. He's not here this week, which is that kind of hurts too.
Oh, that's different. Yeah.
But it's
the
like
supervisor, you
I
mean?
don't want. It's a lot easier to explain something when the person you're trying to explain it to is right next to you. Example 1, what you're doing right now.
Yeah, correct. I was getting annoyed.
See? Right. That what happened to you in Twitch chat is what happens to me like every time I have an idea.
See, I just don't think you were listening to me because you were reading text instead of actually talking to a
That's
person.
the same. Is that not the same? The
I mean, it's
the
kind of
crux
like,
of the
but
same
like
issue, right?
you're going through a third party who theoretically
it
should be able
worse.
to
That
communicate.
makes it
No,
worse.
but she
No, it
should be able.
doesn't.
Your team leader should be able to effectively communicate what you are communicating to them. Like, it shouldn't. Like, I feel like otherwise you're just claiming that your team leader isn't doing their job correctly or to a standard that you expect.
Yours probably have financial
or
restraints.
just
I
shut up
love
and,
it.
or as Dr. Said would say, shut up and compute, or shut up and just do your fucking shit and care about the fucking improvement yield shit.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. It's just stop caring.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the
like,
part
you
that
can
sucks, right?
you can try to like keep bringing it up, but like if they're not gonna do anything about it, then why should you keep trying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
Like, just do your fucking shit and get out, and then go play Minecraft and argue about shit online.
Argue about work.
Yeah.
I appreciate the
Get me
chat.
out. Yeah, I'm gonna
Go play Marvel
I'm gonna
Rivals or
piss.
something stupid.
Well, I'm on like a Helldivers binge right now. So.
Oh, great. Go save democracy or something.
Yeah, let's go capitalism, baby.
All right.
All right. I will
Talk
see
to you later. My experience adding these layers, separating the worker from management with team lead being in the middle, because they don't want to hear the workers complain constantly. And the workers complaining will get upset because nothing gets done. Well, yeah. I mean, right?
You go to work, you drive home, you play Minecraft, you sleep, you repeat. Welcome to corporate America.
Yep.
Earth to Lucas. Still can't believe I've been subbed for 69 months. We can see you.
Where'd my mouse go? Here we go. More Minecraft? More Minecraft, I guess. Sorry, I'm reading a job description right now. Just have to care less. That's the gist. Jobs are a lot easier when you don't care. All right. What to do? So I have to build a mob farm, villager breeder, to get myself zombified villagers. Or I could do the stupid thing. Yeah, but I already killed them. So I guess I have a raid farm now. want to do one of those over here? I have no idea. I have come to the conclusion that I need to not care. 30-second conversation lasted 19 minutes. Yeah, that was after a half an hour. Do I do anything with this? Oh, also I died today. I died in a stupid way. It was completely my fault. But thankfully, all my items were saved. Just need to work at a better place. Ow. Ow. What kind of job do you want to be doing? I don't know. Should just go teach. Or go make bombs for the government. I don't know. But that would be so bad, because I'd run into the same issues. Patent examination? Yeah. I feel like I would just be Dr. Kirkpatrick. She's so stressed. I know. I see myself doing that to myself too. But I do believe that I have the ability to say no better than she does. Probably be fine in a high school setting. Yeah. That's true. I've always told myself that I would rather teach high school than college. But at the same time, that's the difference between buying a house and living out of a box for the rest of my life. Don't want to teach you put on Veritasium. It makes me so sad that that channel was sold to a private equity company. Like, get the bag, man. I respect it, but holy crap. You just ruined any trust that I had in that channel, and I refuse to watch another video. Even though they're still good. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care anymore. Like, I get why you would do that. I would probably do the same thing too. Because that's the financially responsible thing to do, you know. You know, really, really what I want to do? Let's go back to school. No, you don't. Dude. I have cried over missing college. I miss it so much. I have to get married, Joey. I have to have money. Like, I'll probably do it later in life, you know? Like, I don't regret that choice at all, you know? I never will. The problem is that when I'm at my shitty job, that's when I feel it, you know? When it's 11:30 in the morning. And oh my God. I would love to be in a Dr. Syed lecture right now instead of slaving away over mufflers. Surrounded by people I can't have interesting conversations with because they're just normal people. It's not their fault. Ooh. Maybe I need to come work with you. You don't realize how good it is until you don't have it anymore. I saw a super cool thing, Valk, on meteorology. I didn't bookmark it. I'm so sad. Did I bookmark it? It was on Twitter. No, I didn't bookmark it. It was some guy calculating the average diameter of a raindrop, like 30 minutes after a storm had started. And I was like, man, that's really cool. Peach, it's good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. I like learning too much to not want to do it anymore. You know? Then you can get into a technician role in a semicon environment or something. Related to physics near me. You know, I'm also sat here and going, man, mechanical engineering looks really good right now. Because you know who has jobs? Mechanical engineers. Or semiconductor physicists. Or electrical engineers. Or fucking math majors because they just go work in finance. Like, but also I knew that if I didn't do physics, I would have hated it. I would have hated myself for it. Rightfully so, by the way. Like, at least keep this platform and I'll get rid of the giant, ugly staircase up to it. It's like, dude, being in general relativity, I was like, man, this is where I want to be. I could spend every single day in a general relativity class. Especially with Dr. Finn. Love Dr. Finn. Like, if I got paid to spend 8 hours in space physics class, and my job was to learn and pass the class, dude, I'd have the greatest job on planet Earth. Like, imagine being Euler's apprentice, dude. Like, come on. Somebody had to have been, right? Somebody had to study under Euler. Like, man, imagine that. Like, that was what you did all day. Born 300 years too late, I guess. There is speaking of becoming a teacher and theoretical physics at the same time, there was an ad at my local community college to go be a physics teacher, and I was like, yeah, I'll look at the requirement for like $85K a year, PhD, 4 years of experience of teaching. I was like, oh, cool. I'll sign right up. Born too late to be Euler's apprentice, born too early to explore the stars, born just in time to stream 926 episodes of Minecraft to nerds on the internet. God damn it. So true. So true. Also, Mac, you'll like this. Listen to the sound that the shulkers make. There you go. Do I just build another one of those over there? I just clicked. That's so silly. Yeah. I know. I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, I should just make a village or frick chamber, dude. Like, Especially since I killed some today. I should just... But I'm already invested in this stupid raid farm. You know what? I'm sticking to it. Well, let's do the raid farm totem sidetrack, because why not? I don't have a raid farm as it is, so hey, it's a new farm, right? I think mud with hoppers underneath it would do good. The space-time continuum strikes again. Oh, Joey, the job that you sent me, one, I've already applied for that in October. And two, that job has been open for 11 months. I do appreciate the send though. But yeah, that company, I'm 100% convinced that all they do is ghost jobs where they just probe the interest. Because I actually have made an email account with that company. Let's go see. Let's go look at my 4 applications that I have in for 4 different positions. This is what pisses me off. Let's see. Holy shit. They actually closed an application. They closed my application that I applied on September 17th. My status on October 21st is still in review. I should have gotten an email because they said they were going to email me for that position specifically. Did they email me and I just missed it? Yeah, oh, they did. January 22nd. Thank you for applying for engineering technician. After reviewing many applications, we've decided that other candidate more closely fit the position requirements at this time. I had met every single requirement they wanted, but that's okay. You know, that's another thing that makes me feel. I got rejected from a remote tutoring job. You want to know what I had to teach, Joey? I had to teach algebra, or I did tutor. Algebra, geometry, and algebra 2. That's what I had to teach. Oh, and SAT math and English. It's SAT math and English. I can tutor that. Okay, that's funny. Fuck off. It's like, yeah. I don't know if they actually hire people. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't. I made the mistake. Mind you, I did get rejected, and it was probably my fault. And I guess time will tell whether or not it will be my fault. It was a remote job in Florida, and I was like, oh, I just assumed that the company was based in Florida. No, they were looking for Florida people. However, one, it's remote, so why do you give a fuck? 2, did you include the TA and grading on your resume? That is the #1 work experience that I have. I am not an idiot, Joey. Give me some credit. I may not have done an internship, but I do know how to structure a resume to include that. But I did apply to the Michigan one, so who knows? If they reject me from that, then as far as I'm concerned, it's a scam. I don't know. Needs to tutor middle school math. Applies with a physics degree. Like, oh, you're overqualified. It's for $25 an hour. Come on. It's full time too. That's within market value, right? I saw the Thor Labs one. That's basically what it's gonna be in a better spot. The job that I really wanted was the one that I actually got an interview for back in August. I will never forget that job. Walking in there and going, wow, I could work here for the rest of my life. What was that one? It was a company called Sartorius. They, what did it involve? Assembling devices, biotech devices, basically. Very, like, basically building machines that with lasers and stuff, and there even was a clean room there that sometimes you would get to use, and they would make machines. What kind of biotech devices? Things that like synthesized or looked at, like I knew that their machines when COVID hit, they basically sold out. Here, I'll just drop the link. This is the company's website. Oh, I didn't copy the link. Actually, this is their, let me look at their homepage. I'm trying to see if I can find one of the machines that I would have been working on. All I know is that there was like a 450 step process that you would have to follow just to build a subassembly for it. Product. Oh, like they would do biolayer interferometry, live cell imaging and analysis systems.
FBI, open up!
Yugam, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you less than 3.
Cell culture stuff. Bioreactors and fermenters, like stuff. Here's their products page. It's cool stuff. Yeah, super. I know, giant link. Okay, it's all one link, I promise. The asterisks screw it up, but the asterisks are in the link. I don't know if that's because it's like linked to my card or whatnot. I don't know. Yeah, just click on the, ignore all the extra stuff. Just click on the link. That works. Thanks for the follow. Whoever you are. I don't know where my activity feed went, but it went away. I had it here. Docs. Activity feed. Here we go. Thank you, Agum. Appreciate it. Hello, Mr. Iron Golem. I built you so you won't hurt me. I have no more fireworks. Okay. I haven't done nothing, or I haven't done anything in this game in the past 2 hours. Holy hell, they make a lot of stuff. I know. That's at all their locations, though. Yeah, I know. That job, genuinely, I could have seen myself working at that job and moving up until, like, I was like, oh. And the fact that they wanted to interview me, I was like, holy shit, I've struck gold. Interview went great. Thought it went great. I was like, oh, there's no way that this interview isn't great. I was like, they just want some. They basically wanted, you know, just a drone, but like I would get to sit down on my ass and put shit together. Like hell yeah, and work on these super cool machines. But no, I didn't get that. And then I applied for 3 more spots, 3 more positions at the company, and got denied in all 3 of them. And that was when I was like, okay, I'm screwed. No, I don't like. And it's always, oh, I need this with 4 years of experience, and it's like, okay, I'll apply anyway. But like, there's no way in hell anyone's hiring me. Sure. Why is this blocked off? Oh, because I'm on the roof. Durr. Like, let's look. They completely ghosted me for one job. One application that I had, I should say. I applied to be an assembler in August. I applied to be a lab technician in September, and I applied to be a manufacturing technician in November. And I got denied in all 3 of them. You know, I was like, okay, I've heard you. I will go fuck myself 3 ways until Sunday, you know? Mechanical engineering intern posted today. Intern research scientist posted today. I'm a mechanical engineer. You don't get flown out somewhere? The research scientist is for PhD? Yeah, it is. I know. Because I looked yesterday. Just keep applying, yeah. Just keep throwing my information at a seeming void. It's what my line tells me. Everybody on my line knows that I don't belong in the company that I'm at. And yet, who was the one who gave me the job? The company I don't belong in. So it's like, well, what does that say about the jobs that I quote unquote do belong at? You know, it definitely is because of the limited area, but like, come on. The amount of quality stuff that I have applied for is numerous. Like, fucking CNCers, quality people, you know, I've been applying for manufacturing positions because I have manufacturing experience. I have worked in book manufacturing for like a grand total of 2 years. And that didn't seem to help me. Dick. right? And it's just, it sucks because every job that I do, I want to do. Dealing with it when your age is pretty rough. See, no offense, but I completely disagree. Like, for different reasons. Because you have a full life of experience. Like, you've been doing something, right? Whether it's self-study or not. If you've been doing, I don't know, C++ for 3 years on your own, you can say, look, I have 3 years of C++ experience. I have 4 years of what seems to be currently a useless fucking degree. I know it's not the same, but it feels like I went to school for 4 years of gender studies. Like, that might as well be what my degree is in. I know it's not, right? And I know that somewhere along the lines, I'm sure when I start looking nationwide, that things are going to start popping up because they have to, right? Somebody has to hire the people, right? But I refuse the premise that a degree in physics is worthless. Saying that gender studies degrees and physics degrees are equally valuable and both equally useless, I refuse your premise because there's no way that's true. But that's just everybody, right? Go work at NASA or something? Dude, I am not smart. Like, I don't have the credentials for that. The only time I did is when I was in fucking school. And because I'm a fucking idiot, I never tried. This is why I miss college so much. Because it was my job to study the shit that I love. And now my job is playing Shut Up and Compute, but instead of quantum mechanics, it was stupid mufflers for the Ford Bronco. How many people from your graduating class have a job in their field right now? Well, let's see. There's 5 of us. 6 of us? 5 of us? One of them's unemployed. I can answer that because he was in the chat earlier. He's probably still here. So, one of them's doing their PhD. Another one's doing their PhD. And another one is in medical school right now. So, 3 out of 5? That's pretty good. I mean, if you want to talk about jobs only, then you're 0 for 2. Because there's only 2 people who are actually in the job market, and neither of them have. But if you're talking about all the mechanical engineers and all the electrical engineers and all the optical engineers, oh, they're all off and away, man. Making 3 times the money that I will ever make in my entire life. black screen? Yeah, sorry. All right, I'm getting out of here. Thanks for listening to me yap. Always clean houses for a living. Do I look like I want to clean fucking houses for a living? Fuck that. I didn't spend 4 fucking years of my life slaving over fucking physics to go clean fucking houses for a fucking living. Sorry, that's I'm a little heated there. But you get my fucking point. Depressed him too hard? No, it's reality. Reality sucks, right? Be lucky if I'm have a job. Ever. In anything, right? Interested in machine learning, math stuff, and programming? I think my Slay the Spire project checks every single box there, right? You know? I could go be a truck driver, right? That's the... I'll pay you $150 a month to clean 2 bathrooms once a month. Okay. As long as I can say hi to Chad. Yeah, at least then I get to sit on my ass, but then you know, that's not interesting. No. Where's the there's really one guy I need to reach out on. I just need to send this guy a cold email. That's whatever. There's so good somewhere in there. It is an LLM chat GPTs. Am I crazy for saying that chat GPT isn't that good? Call me crazy. Like the problem as an Argonne national lab, like that's something I can do in a whim. I know. Fermi, yeah, like you know, we have pretty similar academics and resumes. All things can like. I know there's differences and all that, but we're pretty similar. There's no way in fucking hell any different specialty, but you get what I'm saying. There's no way that we're going to even be looked at for shit like that. And that's just apply anyway. Like true, but also why would anybody pick me? over like you were saying, Thing wants high school diploma. Also, Thing has 65% of applicants be PhDs. Like, this is what I'm saying. It's not worth trying to get a job. It's like, just fucking go back to school or die. You want to have money? No. Why not teach? Because right now that's more school. I had this one guy who was a hiring manager for the process engineer position. He was a huge precision optic nerd, but had never heard of LIGO. No way! No way. Like, I just got booted out by the master's and PhD. Imagine explaining to a huge precision optics nerd what LIGO is. Come on. Like, that's wild. How long ago? Yeah. And brought up Lisa? Oh. That's the one in space, right? I don't know. It's like, well, the more it's so hard, man. It's so. I don't know. At least Detroit baseball is doing well. The 2.5 kilometer arm interferometer. Yeah. Every time I see the word interferometer, I am taken back to my seat in OE 450. And the fact that I still haven't burned my notes from that class. You know, 15 years ago, if I was born 15 years ago, I would be rich as fuck right now. Well, not right now, but I would be at a job right now that's making me rich as fuck. Because I'm a physicist, and they're smart. But instead, I am stuck trying to explain to my team leader about why we should make my machine faster. I ended it with a B plus, and I don't think I had submitted one homework prior to week 7. That is crazy. I think I got a B in that class too, or yeah, I think I got a B too. I don't. I don't know. It's just. Joe Nathan, my goat. Yeah. Side gangsta. I'm getting really annoyed at you and your side gigs, Stenos. I'm gonna be frank. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Because right now I got a main gig that leaves me with 3.5 hours in the day that I am not in work mode. I am in work mode from 4:45 a.m. until 3:45 in the afternoon. Just make some cool shit. Yeah, if I want to make cool shit, then this right here, this goes away. Trust me, I've thought really hard about just putting it all away. And I really should. I think it's quite obvious right now that I should, right? I mean, could you not? I mean, it's a stretch, right? But am I not making cool shit in Minecraft? Like, I know that doesn't mean the same thing, right? But I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I know. The job hustle thing, but like also I don't like if this is what it's gonna be like, then you know, what's the point? Here you go, chat. Here you go. Joey will understand this meme. Here you go. Shit. Hang on. Okay. Everywhere I go, I see his face. God damn it, Granieri. God damn it. Fucking nerd. I like my physics memes. I started liking them recently on Twitter, and I've just been getting more. You know, I have to come to terms with two things. One, I have to stop caring about my job. I have to. It'll be good for me if I stop caring. My team leader asked me, "What's up with this?" I go, "I don't know. I don't care." That should be my default response for things. It'll make things, 1, less stressful, 2 easier, and 3, they pay me the same amount of money. Either way. So that's okay. And 2, that I will never, ever enjoy my life as much as I have, at least in what I'm doing. That sucks. And you know what? Maybe in 35 years that'll change. The problem is that 35 years is over 150% longer than I've been alive already. But I'm sure it'll fly, right? Stop caring about this job and not the next one. Yeah, but it's what I got, right? It's hard going from an environment where you put everything into what you're doing, right? Every subject, every piece of homework that I decided to do, right? And especially the classes that I liked a lot, you know? And then this is my thing. I was paying to do those things. Now they are paying me. Why should I not try, right? I should be, if I am not sweating bullets by 7:05 a.m., then I'm doing something wrong. Alrighty, guys. I'll get out of here. Alright. Talk to y'all later. I don't have a button because my button doesn't work. So, alright, I'm gonna stop talking now and let the rest of the song play out by about 3 more minutes. So, toodaloo, y'all.